My name is Anna. I am 23 years old. I live in a small city called Riverdale with my father and my younger sister. I work in a coffee shop in the city centre. I like my job very much. I enjoy meeting people and making coffee for them. But one day something strange happened. It was a cold and rainy morning in October. I woke up early because I had to work at the cafe. When I looked at my phone, I saw a message from my best friend Laura. The message said, "Anna, please come to the train station today. I really need you. 11 in the morning. Platform 4. I was confused. Why did Laura want to meet me at the train station? She did not explain anything else. I tried to call her, but her phone was off. I looked at the time. It was already 9 o'clock. I only had 2 hours. I put on my favorite jeans, a warm blue sweater, and my black boots. I took my raincoat and my small black umbrella. My father was making breakfast in the kitchen. I said to him, "Dad, I need to go to the train station. Laura needs my help." He looked worried and said, "Be careful, Anna. Call me if you need anything." I said I would. Outside, the rain was falling hard. I walked to the bus stop and waited. The bus was full of people going to work. I stood near the door and watched the city streets through the foggy windows. After 30 minutes, I arrived at the train station. The station was big and crowded. People were walking fast with bags and suitcases. I looked for platform 4, but the signs were not clear. It took me 10 minutes to find it. When I got there, Laura was not there. I waited for 10 minutes, then 15 minutes, then 20 minutes. Laura still did not come. I started to feel worried. Then I saw a young boy sitting alone on a bench. He looked very sad. I walked over to him and asked, "Are you okay?" He looked up at me. His eyes were red. He looked like he was crying. He said quietly, "I lost my ticket. I don't know how to go home." I sat down next to him and said, "My name is Anna. Maybe I can help you. What is your name?" He told me his name was Tommy. He said he was visiting his grandmother, but he lost his ticket somewhere. He was afraid to call his mother. I gave him a small chocolate from my bag and said, "Don't worry. We will find a way." Just then, my phone rang. It was Laura. I answered quickly and said, "Laura, where are you?" Her voice was shaking. She said, "Anna, where are you?" I said, "I am at platform 4. I am waiting for you." Laura said, "Oh no, I am at platform 2. Please come quickly. I am really scared." I looked at Tommy and said, "Wait here for a moment. Okay, I will be right back." Then I ran through the station. My shoes were wet and my hair was damp from the rain. When I reached platform 2, I saw Laura sitting on the floor near a ticket machine. She looked very scared. I called her name. She looked up and ran to me. She hugged me tightly and said, "Anna, I didn't know who to call. I was so scared." I asked her what happened. She whispered, "I think someone is following me." My heart started to beat fast. I said, "Who? Why would someone follow you?" She said, "I don't know. I saw a man on my bus. He kept looking at me. When I got off the bus, he got off too. Now he is here somewhere. I looked around. Many people were walking by. Then Laura pointed slowly at a small cafe and whispered, "That is him." I saw a man in a dark green jacket and a black cap. He was looking at his phone, but I could tell he was watching us. I said, "Stay here. I will go talk to him." But when I stepped forward, the man looked at us and walked away quickly. We watched him disappear into the crowd. Laura said, "Do you believe me now?" I nodded and said, "Yes. Let's go tell the station security." We went to the help desk and told a kind woman everything. She called a security guard. The guard listened carefully and said, "Don't worry, we will check the cameras." Laura looked calmer now. She held my hand and said, "Thank you, Anna. I don't know what I would do without you." I smiled and said, "Next time, send me the right platform number." We both laughed a little, but I was still worried inside. Then I remembered Tommy, the little boy I told Laura. I need to help someone else too. We went back to platform 4 and found Tommy still sitting there with his small bag. Laura sat with him while I went to the ticket counter. I told the woman what happened to Tommy. She said she would call his mother. When Tommy's mother arrived, she hugged him tightly. She thanked us many times. I felt warm inside. It felt good to help someone. When we left the station, it was still raining. Laura and I shared my umbrella and walked to a small cafe nearby. We sat down and drank hot tea. Laura told me she thought the man was her old boyfriend. He was angry when she left him. I said, "Don't worry. You are safe now. If he tries again, we will call the police." Laura smiled and said, "You are my best friend, Anna." I said, "Always." After tea, we took a taxi home. I felt tired but strong. So many things happened in one day. When I got home, my father and sister were waiting for me. They hugged me tightly. I told them everything that happened. My father said, "You are my brave girl." My sister said, "I want to be like you one day." That night, I could not sleep well. My mind was full of thoughts. But I knew one thing for sure. I was not alone. I had my family. I had my best friend. And I had a kind heart that wanted to help people. 1 week later, I was making coffee at the shop when someone called my name. I turned around and saw Tommy and his mother. They brought me a box of homemade cookies. They said, "Thank you for helping us." I felt so happy. That day I learned something important. Sometimes scary things happen in life, but if we stay brave and kind, we can face anything together. When we help others, we also help ourselves. A friend in need is a friend indeed. And when you show kindness to someone, that kindness comes back to you.